My PhD is important because, from a research perspective and within the discipline of geography, when it comes to Black geographies and researching how it is Black people make space for themselves in any kind of area, a lot of research has been done in the North American context or in the UK context. And even there's a growing body of Black geographies literature in the European context. But not much work has been done on Black geographies in Africa. And when it is done, Black geographies in Africa is done. It's focusing on South Africa, but South Africa is not all of Africa, especially not all of Southern Africa. So I think my research focusing on Zimbabwe and using education as a case study to understand legacies of colonialism and to understand where the post-colonial state is today is a really, really exciting entry point to show what Black geographies looks like beyond America, England, European context, and South Africa. I hope to achieve two things. I hope, firstly, that there is not too much academic jargon. That I've always said to my supervisor, I really would love for my mom and members of my family and friends to read my thesis, which they're not going to read the whole thing, but I would like it to be accessible to just anyone. And secondly, which is the wider vision, is I would hope that it had policy implications, specifically in curricular framing and specifically in terms of setting up policies for education and how schools, the language used in school for teaching history and what is considered to go on the history curricula, and in terms of policy formation for the pay for members of staff who work at Zimbabwean schools, who some are currently striking. So there's a whole host of policy implications that I would hope that could be considered, and there's precedent for research like this being taken up for policy within the Zimbabwean education arena, as happened in the 1990s.